In the sprawling landscapes of corporate America, the boardroom is often considered the ultimate perch, an exclusive circle of influence where decisions shape the future of companies and industries alike. But beneath the polished wood and catered lunches lies a troubling contradiction. For directors, the role is both a coveted plum and a potential powder keg. When things go right, they bask in quiet comfort. When things go wrong, their shortcomings are brutally exposed. Let's rewind to early December, where two monumental events jolted the corporate world. At Intel, Pat Gelsinger, the CEO tasked with reviving the chipmaker's glory, was ousted after incinerating a staggering $150 billion in shareholder value during his tenure. For those on the board, the belated action begged a burning question. Why did they wait so long to act? On the same day, Tesla's directors faced the shadow of an even larger controversy: the annulment of Elon Musk's $56 billion pay package. Critics pointed out that these independent directors seemed anything but, their decisions undercut by Musk's towering influence. What connects Intel's indecision and Tesla's deference? At their core, both represent two sides of the same problem: boards that either can't or won't hold management accountable. At Tesla, Musk's larger than life persona stifled dissent, turning directors into spectators. At Intel, the directors seemed too detached, as though they lacked the urgency to confront failure. Adding fuel to this fire are structural flaws in American capitalism itself. Consider the rise of dual class share structures, which allow founders and insiders to retain control while still tapping public markets. What began as an anomaly with companies like Google has now become mainstream. Investors, once wary of such arrangements, have warmed to the idea, dazzled by the trillion-dollar success stories of firms like Meta and Alphabet. But the trade-off is clear. These structures emasculate directors, leaving them powerless against domineering executives. When Musk floated the idea of a dual class structure for Tesla earlier this year, it underscored the growing imbalance in corporate governance. Even more insidious is the issue of disengaged directors. Studies reveal a troubling gap between perception and performance. Most executives believe their boards underperform, yet few think directors overstep their boundaries. It's a paradox that highlights the passivity plaguing many boardrooms. The problem isn't always laziness, it's often overcommitment. Juggling multiple board roles may have seemed manageable pre-pandemic, but the demands of a post-COVID world have stretched directors thin. Time constraints, combined with increasing complexity in governance, leave little room for vigilance. What's the solution? There isn't a magic formula, but some fixes are worth exploring. Enhanced independence directors, for example, are an idea floated by Harvard's Lucian Bebchuk. These directors, protected from dismissal by domineering bosses, could inject much needed accountability. Another promising trend is diversity, not just in gender or ethnicity, but in experience and age. Companies like Expedia, whose board spans 5 decades, offer a model where intergenerational dialogue prevents complacency. In the end, corporate boards are only as strong as their weakest link. Whether through active vigilance or structural reform, the goal should be to create spaces where directors can truly serve the investors they represent. For Intel, Tesla, and countless others, the lessons of today could define the successes of tomorrow.